Hello everyone, Naturalism Next here. I am just recording a quick video to update everyone on the projects I'm working on and to answer a few questions about the status of the Why I'm an Atheist series. A number of people have messaged me asking me about when exactly the next video in that series is coming out. So basically I've been working on another big project recently, so I haven't had a lot of time to work on that. And also the first 3 videos I released in that series, I sort of had pre-written all the slides before I started recording. So it's taking me a bit more time to get out this next video, which if you've been following that series, we'll be examining and trying to respond to some of the prominent arguments in favor of theism or data that's taken to be more probable on theism than naturalism. I'm hoping that it will be out by the end of next month. No promises, but that's the general timeline. But in the meantime, I wanted to highlight a blog post that I recently released, and this is the project that's been taking up a ton of my time. And this is basically a comprehensive response to the psychophysical harmony argument for theism, which is a recent argument for theism that was co-authored by Dustin Crummett and Brian Cutter, who are both philosophers, and it sort of exploded in the online apologetics sphere lately. There's been a lot of very hyperbolic claims about it, like it's the best argument for theism ever conceived, or it has the greatest probability judgment relative to other arguments for theism, like it should raise our credence in theism more than any other argument, these sorts of claims. So those of you familiar with it will be familiar with this kind of rhetoric. So anyways, a group of myself and a group of my philosophically minded friends, we decided to sort of take a deep dive into the argument and see if we can think through it and think about what might be some good objections to it. And we put together a blog post that I'm very proud of that contains a number of completely novel, undiscussed objections to that argument. And so I think that a lot of you who follow this channel will be interested in it, and it will be a nice thing to introduce you to some of the other people involved in the blog or who are friends of the blog who aren't myself, because I co-authored this post with 3 other people. So in the meantime, to satiate your appetites before that next Why I'm an Atheist video comes out, I highly recommend you check that blog post in the description and look at that. Look at that post if you're interested in the psychophysical harmony argument. So yeah, just that's the brief update I wanted to provide. I'm hoping eventually maybe to do a video on the psychophysical harmony argument, maybe bring some of the people who I co-authored it with on the channel to talk about it. But you can see this as sort of a supplement to the Why I'm an Atheist series, because when I started that series, I actually, that argument hadn't even been written yet. So I hadn't really thought about that, including that data in the actual Why I'm an Atheist series. And some people have messaged me asking me what I think about it. It won't be included in that series, but you can check out my thoughts in the blog post if you want to know what I think about it. But yeah, I think it's a super interesting argument, and I hope you all will enjoy it. If you do have questions about that blog post, I would recommend maybe leaving comments on the blog or maybe tweeting at us on Twitter, because I'll answer questions in like the YouTube comments as well, but I'm the only one who's sort of active on YouTube answering questions, I think, and I'm just one of the 4 co-authors, so I'm happy to answer questions, but you might have questions about sections that I didn't write or I wasn't the primary writer for, in which case you might want to reach out to the people who actually wrote those sections. So, but yeah, definitely send me any objections, questions, concerns you have. Super interested to discuss it with you all. So thank you all for watching and following again, and I will see you all soon for the next entry in the Why I'm an Atheist series, but that's just an update on why it's taking me some more time to get the next video out and what I've currently been working on.